let's be clear that Biden was selected by the Democratic oligarchic elite. Figures like Lloyd Blankfein, the former CEO of Goldman Sachs, and others made very public that if Bernie Sanders, to a lesser extent Warren, but particularly Bernie Sanders was the nominee, they would vote for Trump. So the whole least worst issue only applies to me and you. It doesn't apply to them. And so they anointed Joe Biden because Joe Biden serves their interests in the same way Trump does. And in that sense, the political and economic system is completely fixed. I want to add that it's not a solution, because a continuation of the kinds of policies the Democratic Party has, after Clinton sold out to corporate power, has imposed on the American people, is inevitably, and I think history bears this out, going to result in a fascist with brains, a competent fascist.
What do you see as positive going on? What hope is there that we can find a way forward other than the trails marked out by the Republicans, the Democrats, and all of that?
Well, the street protests, and I think what has struck me about these protests, and triggered by the kind of indiscriminate police murders, disproportionately targeting people of color, African Americans in particular, is that there's a sophistication. They're not being gaslighted by Nancy Pelosi and a Kente scarf, or police taking the knee, or Muriel Brower, the mayor of Washington, painting in 35-foot tall letters "Black Lives Matter" in front of the White House at the same time she calls for a $45 million increase in the police budget and the building of a $500 million new jail. They're not buying it. And that kind of gaslighting by the elite, and in particular by the Democratic Party, isn't working. So any hope comes from sustained mass civil disobedience, the kind of uprisings, and it's interconnected because neoliberal economics is global, that we've seen around the world, Lebanon, Chile, and everywhere else. That's where the hope lies. And I think there is an understanding, in my sense, of those who are leading these movements, that they grasp that these are systemic problems that have to be addressed. They're not reduced to the political personalities of Donald Trump or Joe Biden.